Hello, lovable Cancers. How are you, my sweethearts? This is your shadow reading for March. Sorry, I'm a bit late. I've been dealing with my own shadow. So, I say to a lot of people I would never suggest or ask you to do anything I hadn't already had to do myself, because that's not fair. And besides which, I think if we're going to help someone through something, we should have a fair understanding of where they're at to begin with and what we need to do to help in the best way. Anyway, if you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to see you. And if you're new to the channel, come on in. Everybody's lovely here. No judgment, no expectation, just learning, just a bit of learning. If you like what you see, please share, like and subscribe so I can help as many people as possible. That is my intention. So without further ado, let's see what's on the cards for you, my sweets. Cancer March. Cancer for March. What does Cancer need to know for March? Da-da-da-da. Now, this came out, Matriarch, for either Taurus or Gemini. Taurus. This came out for the Taurus reading. So if you have any Taurus in your chart, or if you are in a relationship with a Taurus, you might want to check it out. That was talking about feeling rejected when children were flying the coop, and how hard it is sometimes when we let our identities become wrapped up in either being a mother or a father. And then when they grow up and want to leave, we feel like our identities are leaving us as well. So that might be worth watching. Okay. A couple more shuffles and we will get into yours. They're going anyway. You know how things are. I'm sorry about the light. Where I am, it is raining a lot, but then the sun will come out for a minute or two, and then it will fade away. So that is why the light is shining bright and then fading, shining bright. Enough dribble, please. Get on with it. At the bottom of the deck we have the Hanged Man. Another card that came out in this position. And a different reading. So seeing things from a different point of view. All right, let's get into this. And as usual, my loves, I'll lay it out and then we'll come back and see what we've got. Wheel of Fortune. Turn those around. Ace of Wands. Knight of Swords. The World. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Devil. Eight of Wands. King of Wands. Moon. And the Sun. Nice. repetitions in these readings are amazing me this month. We've got repeating numbers in most readings, and in this reading we've got repeating cards in exactly the same position. And I've only done 4 signs so far, and this fourth one has got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in the same positions. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Let's see what it all means, shall we? So, starting off, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the basic foundation of all of this is the world. Ending of cycles. And then we've got 2 aces, which is the beginning of new ones. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, so things have turned and you're starting a whole new bear with me, I'm just going to put that a bit so that you might be able to see things better. A whole new way, a whole new inspiration, a whole new passion. I'm seeing the Hanged Man as a close-up of the Ace of Wands. You're seeing things completely different, and that is sparking you to start over, change something up. It could be something you weren't expecting and you didn't like, you didn't want to happen, but then something good's come out of it. You know, when you go for a job and you don't get that job, and then you feel like you've missed out on something that was really perfect for you until somebody offers you another job that is perfect for you. It's like you've written it just for you, and you wouldn't have that if you hadn't missed out on the other thing. That's the vibe I'm getting at the moment, is that this rejection has opened up massive possibilities for you that you never have seen, and the consequences are going to be fantastic. But there's a little bit of a hurdle to get past first. So you've had this wheel turn, and you've got this, holding this brand new fresh start. The challenge for you is to overcome and let go of the thoughts of there could be some lingering resentment or frustration at whatever it was that you didn't get, that you were or felt like you were rejected from. And you're still tossing up whether or not to give them a mouthful, even though this new great thing has come in. The foundation of the whole situation is the world, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. So we need to look at things from a different perspective, which is what this is about. Seeing endings, seeing the possibilities and opportunities in endings rather than seeing it as a final loss of some kind. In the recent past, you were very strong and independent, and you had your own success. So something might have come in and taken that away. Or, hold on. That's the resentment. You had it. You felt like you had it all. And you might have wanted to share it with somebody, and that was rejected. And so that's when the wheels turned, and you've gone through this whole anger thing because you had it. I mean, you like, I'm good at what I do. I've got a good reputation. I've got lots of experience, and you're shunning that. You're saying it's not good enough, or I'm not good enough, and you're pissed because you've worked bloody hard to get where you're at. So there's this kind of, I'd really love to tell you what I think about you. And here's the Ace of Swords. So you've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords at the moment. So the truth of the matter is you've got the truth and you've got the passion. But the problem is you're not seeing that as enough. You're going to discover that you are still tied to the importance of what other people think. You're still feeling like unless you are seen externally as valuable and competent and able and a person of wisdom, able to guide others, then you're missing that. You still feel tied to needing that in order to see it for yourself. You see it, you acknowledge it, but to you, it's not real unless other people see it and acknowledge it. I hope that makes sense. I feel like somebody watching this is saying, no, that's not true. It's not true. I know my own worth. That's why I'm cranky at, hurt by so-and-so for not recognising that. And you've just, by saying that, you've just proven that you're still tied to it. You're still tied to this, that someone should see that, what you're worth and what you're capable of. And sometimes, love, they just don't. For their own reasons, for a multitude of reasons. They just don't. They don't want to, or they're scared to, because it makes them feel small. If they recognise how great you are, they feel small. Whatever their reasons are, just know it in yourself. What you're not seeing is that there are messages coming in fast. And unless you let this stuff go, you're not going to receive them. You're going to be too focused on what other people think and don't think. And you're going to miss out on the information you need to come through, which is the good stuff. The advice is to step into a bit of power. Cancers are very private. They like to be acknowledged for their effort and their abilities and stuff like that. But they're very private about it. It's a real patch. And it depends on whether they're in their shell or out of their shell at any specific time. the advice is to see how he's standing really tall, but he's not waving the wand around as if to say, look at me, look at me, look at me. He's just standing in absolute power and strength of his own abilities and knowledge, and just, whatever flames are being thrown or rubbish is going on in the background, he's just standing strong in himself. Like, there's no male or female, it's just this particular card is a male. So he's really standing tall. Sorry. And tall and strong, like this real knowing. If you look at the difference between this devil card, who's, kind of really making his temper tantrum. It's like a temper tantrum. And this one, there's no temper tantrum. There's no temper tantrum. He's causing this blaze of noise and heat and, and he's not. He's standing in front of it, just knowing who he is and how strong he is. Your hopes and fears is the moon, which is really interesting for me. You hope that people will see in you what they're not seeing. You hope that the light will be shone on what they're missing in you. Your fear is a combination that you will continue to be unnoticed or what's the word? Oh, I had it a minute ago. Where people's expectations of you are really low. They don't see. I will come back to the word. They don't see what's in you. Yeah. I will find that word because it's going to bug me now. It's on the tip of my tongue. The other thing is, if they do start seeing you and seeing your value and seeing what you've got, underestimating. Ta-da! I told you, thank you. The fear is that if they keep underestimating you, that you'll just keep coming up against this wall and getting more and more frustrated. But if they stop doing that and they actually see your worth, there's a slight fear that you're going to have to step up. You're really going to have to step up, because if people see that, they're going to expect it more and more and more, and you're going to have to do it more and more and more. So it's a double-edged sword here. I kind of know which way you're going, because the outcome card is the sun, and that is the bright shining light. Here's the moon, here's the sun. And it's kind of like, here's the sun shining on the truth, my truth, the way I was always meant to be. And if you look here, it's like Lady Godiva. She's very exposed in her absolute natural state. So that's why a bit of this fear is, if they see you, they'll see you. If this moon turns into sunlight, they will actually see you. You want them to see all of you. You want them to see what you're capable of. And they will. They will. But you have to stop blocking it. You're blocking this at the moment because of, instead of going with this unexpected opportunity, this out of nowhere chance that you've got, or opportunity, beginning, creative start that you now have, you wouldn't have had if you lost the other thing. Then by you hanging on to fighting with that they didn't see you, you didn't see me, you didn't value me, by doing that, that's all that's going to be seen. You are blocking the energy of the absolute abundance that could come streaming into you. This month, Cancer, I want you to step into flow. Let the cycle do its thing, and recognise that sometimes we miss out on stuff we really, really want because we weren't meant to have it. Because something better is coming that we don't see. We can't see it yet. It's still hidden. We can't see it coming. But someone else can. And so we need to step into trust. Step into trust. Better things are coming. You have to let them. All right, my loves, I hope this helped. Please let me know, and I will talk to you later. Much love.